I'm here to talk about Canadian energy. It's a subject I'm very passionate about. But before I start, I'd like to give a bit of a shout out. I'd like to thank the rest of Canada for what they've done to build Alberta. We never would have built this province without the input and the help from the rest of the country. We received pumping equipment from British Columbia, carbon sequestration technology from Saskatchewan, firefighting equipment from Manitoba. We get tubular steel from Sault Ste. Marie. We get construction steel from Hamilton. We get buses from Quebec. We never would have built this province to what it is today without help from the rest of the country. I'm an Albertan. I'm a very proud Albertan. And as an Albertan, I'd like to thank the rest of the country for their help and what they've done for us to build this province. I'd also like to thank the workers of this country. They've moved here by the thousands, the tens of thousands. They bring with them their skills, their blood, their sweat, and their tears to build our province. We'd never build our province if it wasn't for the help of Canadians from coast to coast to coast. And again, as an Albertan, I want to thank those workers. And of course, they bring more than skills. They also give us great cultural enrichment. I show a few fine Alberta cultural spots here. The one on the right is a grocery store in Grand Prairie. Modern Resources Operations are near Grand Prairie. And this is in the international food section in the grocery store. I also want to thank the First Nations of this country, Indigenous Canadians, for their help in building the energy industry and building Alberta. There are 12,000 Indigenous Canadians working in the energy industry. They work with us side by side. They're our friends, our partners, and our colleagues. They provide us many valuable services. I want to thank Indigenous Canadians for helping us build this province. I'd also like to tell you a little bit about myself. You know, those of you that know me, there's quite a few of you here. I'm very passionate about energy. I'm very passionately Canadian. I tell people every chance I get, the day you are born in or immigrate to this country, you have won the lottery of life. What you do with it after that is entirely up to you. I show my own family here. We're a Trans-Canada family. My wife and I and our son live here in Calgary. My wife's parents are from Quebec City. My mother lives in Toronto. My daughter's an engineer. She works in Halifax for an aerospace firm. We live across this country, and we play across this country. We've hiked the East Coast Trail, the West Coast Trail, the Chilkoot Trail. We've canoed in Yukon, in BC, in Alberta, in Saskatchewan, and Ontario. We ski in the East. We ski in the West. We are a Trans-Canada family. We live across this country. We play across this country. This is a spectacular country. And you know, on family holidays, it's a bit like a country. Some days are better than others. My wife's thrilled I'm showing this picture. This is on the Yukon River. We canoed the Yukon River to Dawson City. And this was a horrific day. We had huge headwinds. It rained, poured rain all day. We could barely make progress. It was cold. We had to stop and bail our canoes every 20 minutes or half an hour. You can see my kids sitting there thinking, why the hell can't we go to Disneyland like everybody else?